Hello students, today we will study an interesting chapter Bringing Up Kari, which is taken from the book An Alien Land from Class 7th. It is written by Dhan Gopal Mukherjee. Dear students, in this chapter there is a baby elephant whose name is Kari. A 5-month-old baby elephant he is, and he lives and grows up with his 9-year-old friend and keeper. The narrator, that means his friend and keeper, and Kari grew together. That is probably why he never found out just how tall he was. Means narrator never understood how tall was Kari because they both were growing together. Kari lived in a pavilion, as you can see in the image, under a thatched roof, which rested on thick tree stumps. There were 4 stumps on which the thatched roof was resting. Here, thatched roof is a roof which is made by dry vegetation such as straw, water reed, dry grass. Understand? So, you see that Kari lived in such pavilion where there were no walls, because if Kari moves, his big body can be bumped with the wall and the wall could be broken. So it was opened from all sides and only 4 stumps were there to support the roof. Okay. And one more interesting fact about Kari was what? Kari did not eat much, but he nevertheless needed 40 pounds of twigs a day to chew and play with. In this chapter, the friend or keeper of Kari is the narrator. He is telling us about Kari. So, every day, the narrator or the keeper of Kari used to take him to the river in the morning for his bath. And you know what Kari used to do? Kari used to lie down on the sandbank while the friend of Kari or the narrator rubbed him with the clean sand of the river for an hour. And after that, Kari would lie in the water for a long time, and on coming out, his skin would be shining like ebony. And here, ebony means heavy blackish in color. So, after bathing, Kari's skin was looking black and the body was shining a lot because he got clean. And after that, the narrator went into the forest to get some luscious twigs for Kari's dinner. And one has to have a very sharp hatchet to cut down these twigs, because Kari loves only soft twigs. So, the narrator takes half an hour to sharpen the hatchet so that he can cut the soft twigs for him, not multilated twigs, because multilated twigs are the torn, awkward and disfigured, and this is not liked by Kari. He only likes luscious twigs. Luscious means tasty and sweet smelling twigs. Whenever the narrator used to search soft branches or twigs for Kari, he used to leave him in the forest so that he can eat himself. But one day, what happened? That the narrator left him in the forest and he was cutting down the twigs. Suddenly he heard Kari, who was calling to him in the distance. As he was still very young, the call was more like that of baby than an elephant. The narrator was worried. He started searching him. He ran here and there to search Kari. He was not understanding from where Kari was shouting. And then the narrator went near the edge of the water. And what he saw, that there was a black something which was struggling above its surface in the middle of the water. Then it rose higher, and when he looked the shape, he got to know that actually this black shape was the trunk of Kari. And the narrator thought he was drowning. Narrator was worried that how he would save Kari, because if he would jump into the water also, then also this heavy weighted elephant, which was 400 pounds in weight, how he would pick him out. This was the problem. But the narrator saw his back was rising above the water, and the moment he caught his eye, he began to trumpet. Means when Kari looked at the narrator, he started giving the sound, blowing the sound. Trumpet is the sound by elephant. And he struggled a lot to come near the shore in the corner. And then still he was trumping. He pushed the narrator also into the water, because maybe he was trying to say something. The narrator was not understanding that. So when Kari came near by the trunk, with the help of trunk, he just took narrator also, and the narrator fell down into the water. And when he fell down into the water, what he saw? That there was a boy inside who was drowning. And actually Kari was not drowning, was not going inside, sinking into the water. It was actually the boy whom Kari saw. And Kari wanted to save that boy. He wanted to save that boy who was in the water. And he was not able to bring out that boy. So when he saw the narrator, means his keeper, he threw him into the water with the help of his trunk, so that he would see the boy and he would save him. In this way, when the narrator saw that the boy was drowning into the water, he just brought him into the shore. In this way, Kari saved the life of a boy with the help of narrator. Now, what happened one day? One day, somebody gave Kari some bananas to eat. And when Kari ate that bananas, he loved the taste and he wanted to eat bananas again. Meanwhile, what happened? That from narrator's home, some bananas were disappeared. And these bananas were always kept on the dining table near the window. But what happened? Daily, somebody was taking the bananas from the table. And when narrator's parents saw that the bananas were not there, they were vanished, disappeared from there, they always scolded the narrator that he had eaten all that bananas without permission. This made the narrator very angry, because all the time they were blaming him that he had eaten the bananas, but the truth was he did not eat the banana. So one day, what happened? He sat on the dining table and he wanted to see that actually who was eating that bananas. And suddenly what he saw? That something black in color entered the window, took the bananas, and the bananas were vanished. The narrator got shocked that what had happened. Was it a snake who was eating up all the bananas? Then afterwards, due to the fear of snake, the narrator ran out of the house, feeling sure that the snake would come back into the house again and kill all of them. Then when he ran outside the home, he suddenly saw that Kari was running towards his pavilion, and he was so afraid. And when the narrator went near, what he saw? That Kari was eating up all the bananas. Then he understood that actually who was stealing those bananas? It was Kari, because Kari loved bananas a lot, and so he was stealing that bananas from the dining table daily. And actually who was getting the blame of that theft? The narrator. And now the narrator told all these things to his parents, that actually he was not eating the bananas. The thief was actually Kari. Then the narrator scolded him, for elephants understand words as well as children. And he said to him, next time he would not see him stealing. If he would steal something, the narrator would beat him with whip. And after that, Kari never stole the bananas. One thing you always remember, that if the elephant is wrong and if you punish him, the elephants will always listen you and they will always correct the mistake. But if the elephant has not done mistake and if you punish him, they can become so aggressive and they can attack you. After that incident, Kari never stole anything. Dear students, an elephant must be taught when to sit down, when to walk, when to go fast, and when to get slow. For these, there are some instructions. If you want to teach an elephant to sit down, you have to say dhat and you have to pull him by the ear. If you say dhat and you pull him by the ear, the elephant learns to sit down. Similarly, if you say mali and you pull his trunk forward, the elephant will gradually learn that it is the signal to walk. Kari learnt Mali after 3 lessons, but it took him 3 weeks to learn Dhat. He was no good at sitting down. And do you know why an elephant should be taught to sit down? Because he grows taller and taller than you, who take care of him, so that when he is 2 or 3 years old, you can only reach his back with a ladder. It is therefore better to teach him to sit down by saying dhat, so that you can climb upon his back. For who would want to carry a ladder around all the time? Can you carry ladder all the time with you? No. So better to teach him to sit down. Now, the most difficult thing to teach an elephant is the master call. An elephant generally takes 5 years to learn it properly. The master call is a strange hissing, howling sound, as if a snake and a tiger were fighting each other. And you have to make that kind of noise in his ear if you want to teach him master call. And do you know what you expect an elephant to do when you give him the master call? Why you teach him the master call? So the answer is, listen properly. If you are lost in the jungle and there is no way out and everything is black except the stars above, you dare not stay very long anywhere. The only thing to do then is to give the master call, and at once the elephant pulls down the tree in front of him with his trunk. This frightens all the animals away. As the tree comes crashing down, monkeys wake from their sleep and run from branch to branch. You can see them in the moonlight, and you can almost see the stags running in all directions below. You can hear the growl of the tiger in the distance. Even he's frightened, he's afraid. Then the elephant pulls down the next tree and the next and the next. Soon you will find that he has made a road right through the jungle, straight to your house. In this way, the elephant shows you the way to your home if you're lost in dark forest. So dear students, the story of bringing up Kari is a gentle, sweet reminder of how animals are also our friends, and they can even become more loving, brave, as well as sensible than humans in many situations. So, I hope you understood the moral of the story and you also liked the story. Thank you very much for watching the video.